Welcome back to another exciting episode on the show, Reading Secrets and Books. You guys know I only bring guests of guests to my show. And once again today we have a very special guest as well. Today's guest is Andrew. So Andrew, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
All right, Andrew, I would like you to introduce yourself to my audience.
I'm sorry, what?
I said I would like you to do your introduction to let the audience know who you are.
All right. My name's Andrew. I am a Texas sign technician. I started doing a music project about a few months ago. I write all the lyrics. I give direction for all the music, but AI creates the music for me. And I have put out 6 albums out onto Spotify and all streaming platforms out there. My music is based off of lyrics that are positive and help people combat or deal with anxiety, depression, ruminating, overthinking. They teach people to be resilient. They teach people about personal growth and improving themselves and their relationships. And I am also starting a voice-only podcast, so it's not an interview style like this one, but it's a voice-only podcast that will be about 10 minutes that relates to the same concepts that I write in the songs. About all I got for you today. Hello?
Thank you so much, Andrew, for that wonderful introduction. So I have some questions here for you. So talking about the Norvik Sessions, what inspired you to create the Norvik Session?
I was listening to a lot of music in a time or at a time in my life when I had it was experiencing a lot of anxiety and depression, and I had a lot of time to myself on the road, driving, an hour or 2 hours or 3 hours at a time, almost on a daily basis, just to get to the work orders, because I cover a 200-mile radius in Central Texas. And I just found myself overthinking a lot of things. Anxiety is all about worrying about the future. Depression is all about regret for the past. And I just found myself in very dark places, mentally and emotionally. And I noticed that the music that I was listening to try to keep my mind off of things was actually making things worse. So I stopped listening to music for a while, and I started listening to podcasts, and I'd listen to audiobooks, and I was just trying to absorb things that would help me improve my situation mentally, get me to stop thinking so much, get me to stop thinking negative things so much. But I missed music, and one of the main themes about or through all these podcasts and the books that I was reading was about repeating positive affirmations to yourself, like staring at yourself in the mirror and saying, I don't need to overthink things. I live in the moment, just whatever positive affirmations. I just didn't find that to be very sustainable for myself. I mean, I don't know about you, sir, but if you were standing in front of a mirror, repeating things to yourself, how many days do you think you could do that? I'm sorry. Are you there, sir?
Thank you so much, Andrew. That was wonderful. So tell us how anxiety and overthinking influenced your journey, particularly.
Hey, what's your name, sir?
Dominic.
Dominic. I was actually asking you a question. I don't know if you actually heard that. But what was your next question?
No, you said you were asking me a question. What was the question?
Well, I was talking about how a lot of the podcasts and the books that I was reading told me to write down positive statements or personal affirmations and say them to yourself in the mirror. And my question was to you: is that something that you could do every day?
That's something I could start, but I don't think I could keep up with that every day.
Right, and that's what I was finding out, is that it wasn't something that I could do. But something that I can do every day is listen to music. And let me ask you another question. You probably listen to music a lot, right?
Yes, I do.
What kind of music do you like?
I think I love different genre of music, but I think my taste is changing now. Whatever sounds are playing into my ear now, most of the times I don't pay attention to the lyrics. Those are the ones I listen to. There are some that I pay attention to what they're saying. Also listen to different kind of music.
Right. But your favorite songs are the ones that you like to hear. You probably listen to a lot, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Like over and over again. And after a while, you know the lyrics by heart, don't you?
yeah, yeah.
Like you could sing right along with the songs. And the point that I'm getting at, Dominic, is music is a natural way to remember things. It's what they call a mnemonic in psychology, but it's the repetition, and it's not just the repetition, but it's the melody, it's the music itself, it's the notes, it's the instruments, it's the sounds that you're making help to pair with the lyrics, and your brain remembers them, whether you want to or not. If you listen to it enough, you remember every single word eventually. And the point that I was getting at with this is, I was listening to songs that were that the lyrics that I was remembering was either negative or it wasn't helping me out at all. It was just kind of making things worse for me. So the reason that, to get back to your first question, the reason that I started Norvik Sessions was because I tried to find music that I wanted to listen to that would give me positive emotional reactions, that would say positive lyrics, that would say things that would help improve my situation. And I couldn't find any. And the lyrics that I was paying attention to, it's always about, your relationship's in trouble, or I'm so sad about this, or I'm upset about that, or I'm not okay, or there's just so much negativity, or vulgar language, things that are just not things that you need to be remembering and wasting your mental energy on. So I began to write my lyrics based off of these positive affirmations that they wanted me to repeat to myself in the mirror. And like you said, it's not something that you could do every single day. You may do it for a week or two, or maybe even a month or two, but after a while, it just kind of falls away. And what I can do is listen to music every day. And I enjoy that. It speaks to my soul. So I found that now that I've written all this music, and I have 70 songs that are out there on the streaming platforms, I can listen to that music and remember those lyrics, and it's just like repeating the positive affirmations in my brain, and it has helped me uplift my spirits. It has helped me move toward my goals. It has helped me be in positive mindsets. It has helped me be present in the moment and not full of anxiety or regret for the past. And I just want you to understand that this is something that could help every single person out there. And I have written music that is in many different genres, probably some that you like and probably some that you don't. But, that's why, you go to a restaurant, you order what you like off the menu, but the restaurant usually has a bunch of different plates. So everybody out there has something they can order. It's a long answer
Oh,
to your question, but I just wanted to be um, thorough about it. So go on to your next question, sir.
okay. So, what was creating the big session? What has creating the big session taught you about overcoming adversity?
One of the things that it's taught me about overcoming adversity is that, if you could go back and change things in your past, a lot of people would say that they would skip through the hard portions of their life. But what I've learned about it is that overcoming adversity strengthens you. It makes you into a person that is more resilient. It makes you into a person that is better at making life decisions. It's the hard parts of our life that really forge us into the people that we're meant to be. And through creating Norvik Sessions and dealing with what it takes to overcome adversity so that I can put those lyrics into the music, it taught me that it's important to go through adversity in your life. And those moments, even though a lot of us would choose to want to skip through them at first, when you look back, you realize that they were very important lessons in your life.
Okay, thank you so much. So, what message do you hope the listeners will take away from your music?
I hope that the message they take away is the message they need to hear in the moment. If you're experiencing anxiety or worry about the future, what message do you need in that moment? Think about that for a second, Dominic. What would you need to hear if you're worried about, the interview that's coming up next?
Definitely, I will not go with that.
I mean, what you would need to hear is that Dominic, you can do this. It's going to be okay.
Yes.
It's going to work out good. It's going to, it just depends on whatever the message is that you need. And I've written so many songs that basically every message you need to hear is out there somewhere. And that's the thing is it's all about building a mindset for people. Norvik Sessions has a mission statement. And the mission statement is to help people build stronger minds and better lives through music, mindset, and daily habits. It's not something you listen to one song and your life has changed forever. It's something that becomes a daily affirmation, a daily habit of listening to music and intentionally feeding your mind positivity so you have a positive life.
All right. So, tell us, what advice would you give to somebody who is suffering from self-doubt, anxiety, or overthinking?
My number one advice would be that you don't have to believe every thought that comes into your head. And just because you think it doesn't mean it's a fact. Our minds are designed, to protect us. They're designed to help us survive. But the world that we live in today is very easy to survive. There's not a whole lot of violence and danger in our lives. So our mind is constantly trying to find anything just to protect us from it. It kind of stops us from even being able to grow or improve ourselves because what if we fail? What if this hurts our feelings? What if, all the negative things that could possibly happen? And my next advice would be to just do something every day to better yourself, whether it's getting off your phone and stepping outside for a while, whether it's, stepping outside of your comfort zone and making friends that you don't have, or trying new things that you've never done before, or learning something new, or having the conversation that might be difficult, taking small steps. My biggest philosophy in life has become small steps compound, which means small little things done every day makes big leaps towards your future.
Okay, Andrew, thank you so much. So, here is my final question for you. What does the quiet noise mean to you personally?
Well, to me, the noise is all the, you know, inside thoughts and overthinking and ruminating, all the chatter that goes on in your head, as well as all the exterior, all the outside messages that we're bombarded with every day. So, quieting the noise is two things. It's intentionally protecting your mind from what you're listening to or what you're reading or what you're hearing or what you subject yourself to through social media or the music that you listen to or the movies that you watch or whatever it is that's coming from the outside, from the friends that you have around you, from the people that you associate with. Protect your mind, protect it, allow only what benefits you to stay, and as well as the inside, quieting the noise on the inside is to reduce that anxiety and that depression. So anxiety again is worry about the future, and depression is regret for the past. Live in the moment. Be here now. There's a whole book called The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. It really helped me out. Being present in the moment, not worrying about what you can't control, not always looking towards the future and being anxious about what's unknown. Wait, you're gonna get there eventually. When Friday comes and it's the end of your week and you have the weekend, don't start worrying about Monday. Let the weekend be there. Have a good time. Relax. Go out and see the world. It's quieting the noise on the inside and quieting the noise on the outside. That's what it means to me.
Okay, Andrew, thank you so much. This has been a very wonderful episode. I really appreciate you taking out your time to be here today. And so, before you go, how can listeners, those who are going through anxiety and depression, whom we have made this music for, how can they have access to this music? Also, how can they connect with you?
So my project is called Norvik Sessions. That's spelled Norvik Sessions Sessions. And you can look us up, or find my music on any streaming platform that's out there. Spotify, YouTube Music, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Paramount, all of it. You can find me on TikTok under the same name, Facebook, basically anywhere social media, Instagram. I invite you to check out my music. If there's anything that speaks to you or resonates with you, please reach out to me and let me know what has helped you out, because that's the mission. The mission is to help people out. So all I really want from this is to know that it's helping someone. And even if all it does is help one or two people, then I've completed my mission.
Okay, Andrew, once again, thank you so much. And thank you to all my listeners for taking out their time to be here with us today. And do have a wonderful day ahead. Bye, Andrew.
You too. Thank you so much.
Thank you.